Hi, guys. This is a new release. This is Red Dog Farm by Nathaniel Ian Miller. It's about Orri, the 19-year-old son of a farmer in Iceland. He decides to take a break from his university course and returns home to his parents' farm. Over the course of the year, he finds direction through his sense of capability as he helps his father with farming, through his friendship with a local farmer's daughter, and through a relationship with a girl he meets online. As his year draws to a close, he realizes that his mother and father have their own secrets, and he comes to know them as adults, not just as his parents. This book is the second novel from the author of The Memoirs of Stockholm Sven, which I previously reviewed. And this one is more of a coming of age story, but both books are quiet, introspective stories about man versus landscape and about finding meaning in life. And both contain sort of lonely, introverted characters. I really liked Stockholm Sven, and I was happy to read another book from this author. So perhaps the main sort of thing about this book is that it's about farms and farming, and not in a meet cute kind of way, but in a more raw and real way. There are some things in this book that you might not like if you're not used to farm life or haven't really been exposed to that. Things like a cow having to be put down, for example, things of that nature. Farming is often heartbreaking, and this book is all about detailing that. The book also lingers and meditates on the details of farming in Iceland. So you'll find out about ditches, irrigation, and how hay has to be harvested differently there because of the rainy climate, and various diseases in cattle and why pasture isn't ideal for horses there, things like that. There's also a lot of talk about mud in this book. It's kind of a theme. It's about the realism of farms and why it's so soul crushing for Pabbi, which is Ori's name for his father, and also gives you that sense of why when Orri does a good job at something on the farm, when he takes on a task and achieves it, he feels so capable and happy. I feel that because of this, you can either sink into the narrative, and it's not a hugely long book, and soak in the story world, or you might find that this book is just a little dry and informational for you in places. It sort of depends on your taste, I think. The conflict in this book comes from the secrets and problems within, from the characters facing themselves and finding what they need to move forward, and how that puts others around them in conflict with what they want or need. Ori's mother, for example, has an academic career and she does not love country life. She's a city person, but she accepts life on the farm because her husband does love it. Pabbi seems increasingly crushed and depressed by farming, and yet it's the thing that, up until this point, has given him meaning in his life. Orri stumbled into university because it made sense as a next step in his life, but what does he really want? His relationship with his online girlfriend, Mihan, is lovely. And the conflict with them comes from him being sort of lost and not knowing what he's doing next. She knows she wants to be close to where her family lives and finish studying. So sometimes the two of them kind of have silly arguments that kind of arise out of that. I like that there's no rush to the airport at the end to stop her leaving kind of thing. There's no big family secret in this book, in a way. But it's rather just people finding their way in life and trying to be fulfilled and growing as a person, which is nice. Something that came across strongly for me as maybe a sort of moral of this book, maybe unofficially, or a theme, is that the things around you can hold dangers that our being accustomed to them makes us forget or be complacent about. And usually we'll make the worst decisions about those things or the danger of those things when we're rushed or tired or frustrated. And this is especially true on a farm. A decision to try and move animals quickly and rushing, or fix something quickly without turning a machine off, or forgetting how dangerous and huge cattle can be because it's your own cow whose head you were scratching earlier that morning, are all things that can end in injury, which threatens the amount of work you can get done. And then from there, whether you'll be able to stay afloat as a farm, as a small business, or even an accident that can end in death. It's something to think about in everyday life too, how close we are to life and death all the time. Either way, this is a solid follow-up to the author's previous book. I think I did like that one a little better than this one, but it's still a really good read. It's got the same quiet quality and introspective charm, and I liked the storyline And I liked most of the characters here too. So this one is for you if you liked the author's previous book, you'll like this one. Or if you're looking for literary fiction and stories about sort of humanity and land, that kind of thing. It's a simple story, a little dry in places, but it's a nice book and it has a dog in it. So that is Red Dog Farm. Thank you to HBG Canada who sent me the copy of this book for review. And thank you for watching. I don't know much about you guys as a demographic. Did any of you grow up on farms, or are you more a city person? I'm kind of curious. Let me know in the comments. Let me know if you read Stockholm Sven, Memoirs of Stockholm Sven, and if you're going to get your hands on this book. I'd love to hear that as well. So I will chat with you guys in the comments more, and I will have more books for you soon. So if you want to know when those are coming up, feel free to subscribe and join me. And I will catch up with you guys again soon.